Hey, Intuitive Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here, excited to bring to you today's Saturday's Collective, where we have conversations with your future self. So welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. Now we're going to take a deep dive into your present self. Where's your present self at this time? It looks like you are in your creative zone or you're looking for inspiration. This is invention. A lot of you are reinventing yourself from the inside out, and this could show up in your career, in your relationships, I'm getting self-discipline for some of you. You may be getting disciplined at the same time because I'm picking up on a little bit of Emperor here. So you could be stepping into your power, but also setting up some form of routine. Maybe this is divine timing taking place here in order for you to step out of structure into something more flexible. But we do have here imagination. And this is a really wonderful time for your present self to get creative, to get imaginative, to discover new things about yourself and the world around you, collective. This is talent, and you are full of talent. So I'm excited for this reading today because we're going to take a look at ultimately what you have the potential to become. And I feel with you getting in this creative zone. And for those of you that may be saying, Melissa, I'm not feeling very creative or inspirational or imaginative at this time, this is something that you are stepping more into. And that may be that emperor rigidity that I feel where you're wanting to open up to that, but perhaps you've been stuck. And we'll take a look at what to spend more and less time on, as well as what to let go of. So what do we have here to clarify? The Lovers, beautiful energy here. The Lovers energy is Gemini, and we are in Gemini season, depending on when you're watching this video, but it currently is Gemini season as this video is coming out. So this is a wonderful time for you to re-spark, refuel that passion within you. Now, when the Lovers card shows up, this is about partnerships. It's soul contracts. It's the energy of love and balance, right? There may have been disharmony or trust issues, trust around your path, right? Do you have what it takes to open up to love, to showcase your creativity, to be in, a career that you love, in a relationship that you love, including self-love as well. So with the Lovers showing up in creativity, this is a powerful month for you to really reinvent yourself, your look. Some of you may even be getting makeovers, or you could be giving your business or your logo a facelift is what I'm getting here, or your resume a facelift, your relationship a facelift. I feel like that's what you are working on at this time. Some of you may have some really wonderful insights and creative talents that you're discovering this month. This could be possibly writing a book or shifting careers, building a side business, increasing your finances. This is connecting to people who share the same vision with you. I'm also getting something around hobbies or creativity in your relationships. Some of you may even be traveling here in the present or planning a trip. I mean, Lovers energy is powerful. So whatever you're working on right now is really golden. And I feel like your present self, your soul self is saying, stay open to, discovery, stay open to that heart space. Because sometimes we disconnect from the things that no longer serve us, but the Lovers is showing up in the upright. So this is a powerful time for you to come together in partnership, in union, because this is also destiny. This is soulmate energy. So for some of you, you are feeling inspired to open yourself up to deep love, deep intimacy, and maybe even a soulmate if you're looking. Let's take a look at your future self. What is going on? What's your future self want you to know? What do we have for the collective? Collective's future self. Oh, you can't make that up. Beautiful energy here. Gifts. Some of you have a birthday right around the corner. You may be a Gemini, Cancer, Leo, but this is also about your spiritual gifts. And we just mentioned that with creativity, this could be a really good time for you to focus on your gifts because we all have them, right? And this could be celebrations coming in for you. Your future self wants you to know that you will be celebrating some sort of achievement, milestone, graduation, anniversary, wedding. This could be a personal win. This could be a spiritual win as well. This is a gift from the universe showing up. Very beautiful. You may also receive flowers, and these are a couple of my favorites. I believe they're peonies. Okay, you may be receiving flowers. You may be receiving a gift in the form of, it could even be a compliment. It could be someone sharing a story with you that really comes at the perfect time. This could be an increase in your spiritual, gifts as well. Look at that. We have 10 of Pentacles. Some of you, this has to do with family. This has to do with legacy, money, career. It could even be an inheritance. Okay. Some of you may have lost a loved one or a family member. They may be in spirit. You may be receiving signs and symbols from them, but your future self is saying that there is some sort of legacy that you are leaving behind. This is also the card of privilege. So you are feeling at this time that whatever inspires you is going to lead, and Spirit wants you to know and remember on a deep soul level, even if the ego self at this time is having a hard time or a difficult time conceiving or believing that something is going to manifest for you, your future self with the gifts and the 10 of Pentacles is beautiful energy. And I'm getting 10 as well. Some of you, this could be within 10 years. Some of you maybe over the last 10 years, it's been a little bit, there's been a lot of growth is what I'm getting here. Someone could be having maybe a 10-year anniversary, or 10 years from now, you'll be able to retire, or over the next 10 years, you're working on your gifts. I mean, this is really beautiful. But with the 10 of Pentacles as well, this does talk about your financial security. It talks about your wealth. This is the card of retirement. Some of you are going to be celebrating, either retiring or celebrating gatherings, family connections, feeling good about where you're at financially. This is about long-term goals, and your future self wants you to know that you're going to be okay, that you have the universe backing you up here, and you have gifts that you're meant to share with the world. You're meant to share. Some of you even have ancestral gifts. It may have been passed down. Maybe you're psychic, your grandmother was psychic, your great grandmother. So I feel like there's an energy here of something being passed down. And I also get another message here around an illness that may have been in the family, or it was inherited, or at least that's what they tell you, is that this is inherited, but it's actually something you overcome here. Okay, maybe someone in the family lost their life to a certain thing that many other families did. Okay, and maybe you feel like you're going to fall into that category, or you have, but I actually see here you healing and you recovering from something that maybe others have. Okay, you have gifts, collective. This is really beautiful. I actually want to get one more to clarify. I was just going to pull one for clarifiers, but because the gift is so expansive here, I just want to take a little bit of a sneak peek. And I also feel like the last 10 years for you If someone is divorced or was going through a situation that took like a decades, for some of you decades, and perhaps there was a splitting up or a separation of family, I feel like you are manifesting a second chance or a new opportunity here. Eight of Wands, communication. This is travel. For some of you, this is a move in the future, okay? Or you will be communicating with that family member again. Even if they've crossed over, you're going to receive messages through dreams, through, a song on the radio. You know that someone is very much still alive in the energy, even if they're not here physically. And there's going to be action here towards your 10 of Pentacles, towards privilege or financial security or a move or a dream. This is also, again, retirement or being able to manifest what it is that you truly seek and desire with this Eight of Wands. This is messages, movement, relocation, travel. It is speedy energy. So Spirit, that's what it is here. Spirit wants you to know that some of you, even if this is like a 10-year plan or a long-term goal, it's actually going to happen sooner than you think. Yeah, your future self wants you to know that your hard work is paying off. If you get into this creative energy and really keep your heart open, which is what I see you trying to do at this time, and a lot of you already are, you're already connected spiritually. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here watching these tarot readings, right? And I feel like you're going to have something happen sooner than the allotted time frame. Wow. Some of you may also be the receiver of, again, some form of inheritance, some sort of money downfall or windfall, not a downfall. You've been through the downfall, but some sort of windfall here, or again, money, a large sum of money. There's a gift that may show up unexpectedly for you. I mean, Eight of Wands is fast energy. Yeah, it could happen a lot sooner rather than later is what I'm picking up on. Let's take a look at your current situation, your struggle, your question, whatever's going on currently that is on your mind. What do we need to know? Conversations with your future self. Okay, we have conflict. I'm pulling it because I just seen it flip, but it didn't want to come out. So some of you, this is important to address. There may be a little bit of tug of war happening here, but I like this card because we all know that conflict and struggle or some sort of obstacles is part of the human experience. But when I created this card, the first word is solutions. There is always a solution to every obstacle. And I feel in the current situation, you are working on overcoming whatever obstacles or blockages are showing up on your path, which we'll take a look at here shortly of what to let go of and what to spend less time on. But this can also be about triggers. This can be about adversity. Maybe this is family drama, or it could be competition in the workplace. This can also be about opposing views, dealing with people, maybe family members, people in your employment, or even a lover where there's a little bit of tension. There's a little bit of push and shove here or back and forth. This can also be mental conflict, right? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I talk to this person? Do I back off? So whatever is going on here, which we're going to clarify, it does feel like a larger perspective or a greater view is required, or for some of you to even step back from a situation in order to find a resolution, because sometimes our nose, right, we can have the problem suction cup to our face and we're not able to see beyond. Why is the nose? I said something with the nose. Okay, it's almost as if some of you could smell something out, or maybe some of you've had some struggles with the nose. Okay, take it as it resonates. Nosy, okay, someone may have been nosy, thank you, Spirit, and maybe sticking their nose where they didn't need to. Page of Pentacles, some of you may be worrying or concerned about a child, Page of Pentacles, but this can also be messages or news that you're waiting on for a new opportunity to manifest something here in the physical, okay? Page of Pentacles is a new physical or financial opportunity. I get some of you, I'm getting like younger sibling, This can be younger child as well. Pages typically are young people in your life, but it can also represent immaturity or someone that doesn't have enough knowledge or enough information. But typically out of all the pages, this Page of Pentacles, he is reliable, he's trustworthy, he's dependable. And I do feel if this is relating to a message, which I kind of see that for a lot of you it is with this Eight of Wands, it's like there's conflict here because you haven't received that offer or maybe that rebate check or that win, that investment, whatever it may be for you. I'm also getting some of you maybe needing to talk to an accountant, talk to a broker, a professional of some sort in order to move forward, because you see that there is a path ahead, but perhaps this young lad, he has a map in front of him, but he may be having a difficult time reading that map. It's almost like the words are jumbled or it's in a different language. So there is something here about being not quite sure. You have one path leading to the kingdom, you have the other path leading to the tower, and it's like, which way do I go here? Spirit, can we get one more card for the Page of Pentacles here? New opportunity. Page of Pentacles. Five of Swords. There's that conflict. There's that literally, it's the, what's going on here. So some of you, either someone's being nosy, someone's being immature, someone may even be with the Five of Swords feeling a little bit of resentment or, do I walk away from a situation? Do I try to resolve it? If someone if you're not getting through to them, right? If you are trying to share your knowledge or you're trying to, I just get for some of you, this could be a family situation with siblings or it could be a work situation. More than one person may be involved here because you can actually see on the tug of war, someone could be fighting over an inheritance or an estate or a job position here, maybe even a person. This could be a love union, but I am getting conflict coming in because someone is very ruthless. Someone maybe wants to win at all costs. Someone could be highly stubborn here with the Five of Swords. Victory, defeats, bullying, coercion. Ooh, I don't love this for you, but maybe that's where the future self comes in and says, no matter what, you're reaching this 10 of Pentacles and it will happen sooner than you think. I just feel like someone's fighting for something and someone is not being a good sport about it. And it's almost like flip a coin here. You can see the Page of Pentacles flipping a coin up in the air. Heads, California, tails, Carolina, or did I say that backwards? But I feel like there is a flipping of the coin and you're just really unsure about how something is going to pan out here for you. Spirit, can we get one more card to clarify the current situation? Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Some of you are just waiting for, again, news regarding that home or that job or that inheritance or that family member. Some of you, this also has to do with someone maybe in a home care or nursing home. It could be taking care of a mother or father, because I am getting Emperor, Empress energy. Maybe it's divorce. It could be a battle of children, child support, custody as well. Page, another page. Yeah, as I say, children. So Page of Wands showing up with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost as if I feel these two immature energies going at it. And really, they think that they're emperors or empresses and they're not, right? Or it could be that someone doesn't have enough information. They want to move forward on a new path, but there's too much conflict in the way. All right, let's move towards what to spend less time on, right? Less time on. What do we need to focus less on? Because we may be putting so much time and attention towards it that it could be blocking the flow. Flexibility, that exactly what I just said here. So this can be rigidity, right? What's the opposite of flexibility? Being very rigid. So spend less time on having something very, very concrete, like it could be a stubborn idea, or it could be dealing with inflexible people. Thank you. Spirit is saying with this Five of Swords, This is someone, if you just can't get through to them, it's like talking to a brick wall, or no matter what you do, this person's ruthless, relentless. This person's going to win at all costs. They're going to be underhanded here and do what they need to do to come out on top, even if it hurts others, right? You see that these three witches are trying to bring a spell together in their cauldron, but there's knives going up in the air here. There's one person crying. There's one person in the back that's completely confused. This person's like, I got it. I can take it over. So there's a lot of back and forth here. And spends less time on people who they're not flexible, right? Because there are divine detours. That's part of the path. That's part of life. And this is about adaptability. And we actually see that here. And I was going to say that with the Page of Wands, you can see the little chameleon or the lizard. And to me, that represents adaptability as they change colors to their surroundings. So spend less time on people or even your own patterns that feel very rigid or very stubborn, very stuck, or other people where you're just not going anywhere with them. This is about going with the flow. It's about expansion. It's about movement and new ideas. So what I feel is showing up here for you with the flexibility. Oh, goodness. Okay. That's way too many, Spirit. With the flexibility, for some of you, this does have to do with the body. Spend less time in stagnancy. Move the body if you can. Drop down into your body. It does talk about yoga. So spend less time overthinking, overanalyzing. It's time to get more flexible. Spirit, can we clarify the energy, please? The temperance, yeah. This temperance is about moderation. You can see on one side of the table there, she's standing in balance, right? She has one foot up. I forget what yoga move that is. But one side is cupcakes, and you can see a martini glass with olives. And you see on the other side, there's carrots and there's water and there's, journaling. So finding balance, moderating the energies here. And that may be something you're having a difficult time on, because I feel like there's something very one-sided. And that can be that Five of Swords. That can be what's causing conflict, is something is way over here, spending too much time focusing on this energy instead of creating a sense of flow between it. It feels stuck on one thing here. Now, the temperance can also be patience. Sometimes impatience can be part of this flexibility as well. And temperance, Sagittarian energy, is self-control, compromise. It is blending of the energies instead of it just being one-sided, because it takes patience here to have something build or to grow, or even patience with another. And if someone is testing you, if this is children, your own children, for some of you here that you've been struggling with, because I do see the Ten of Pentacles family dynamic. Maybe this has been a long time struggle and you're having a difficult time here creating some sort of balance. We did mention professional here, or getting another point of view that could be helpful. I mean, you do start off with the Lovers. Yeah. I'm just going to say this, for some of you that do have children and maybe there is some sort of custody here, or your children go to someone else's home, there may be some concern or worry about that. Okay. And I feel like there is some tension, but we need to find flexibility within that. Talking to someone or trying to work out maybe a new plan, and trust. Spirit is saying trust is significant here. You could see a change, I want to say, even around Sagittarian season. So yes, that's the end of the year, November, December. But I feel like your patience will pay off by the end of the year. And whatever you pull your energy away from, you could see a big turnaround by the end of the year. Whatever you pull your energy away from that just doesn't feel balanced. All right, what should you spend more time on? What should you spend more time on here? Okay, we have two cards that just came out. We have New Life. Beautiful. Yeah, focusing on a new direction, because there's something about too much conflict, too much drama, maybe too much nosiness or meddling, other people meddling in business or whatever it may be here. Focus on new life. And we also have animal kingdom. Who's getting a new pet here in the future? Some of you could be seeing signs and symbols from your spirit animals. You could have animals at home, or if you have an animal that's crossed over, and we'll get a couple messages from the animal spirits. But what you should spend more time on here is your transformation. What inspires you, what you are creative about, your spiritual gifts. This is about big changes here for you. It's rebirth and a fresh start and growth and a new journey. This is quite exciting. I love that this is in your spend more time position here in your reading, because you want some sort of new beginning. And yes, there may be competition, there may be some push and shove, but it means that you're not going to stay in that limbo energy forever, right? Because it's the ebb and flow, the highs and the lows, the tides coming in and going out, right? So I feel like something is shifting here for you. And because we have animal kingdom, I'm going to take this one as well. Some of you have a new animal coming in, or you have some sort of unconditional love, companionship, or support that is attached to this new life. Okay? Even though it says animal kingdom, it does represent the energy of support and companionship. So this could definitely be a new soulmate, a new lover, a new job, a new opportunity that really allows you to step into this new beginning that you've been wanting for possibly quite some time with that temperance. So spend more time on focusing on, new beginnings, taking leaps of faith, okay? Getting out of self-sabotage for some of you, out of overthinking, getting out of the head, because we have the Eight of Swords, and I've been saying this in every reading, and it's going to come out here again, focusing on the mind, our thoughts, our beliefs. We can control them, right? If we don't get a grip on them, they control us. And sometimes it's not pretty, right? Eight of Swords can be fears, false evidence appearing real that can hold us back. It can be that voice that says you're not good enough, or you'll never get there. You don't have what it takes. You're going to be single forever. You're old and ugly, or you're short and thick, whatever it may be. You are perfectly imperfect, collective. Right? You are perfectly imperfect. And this Eight of Swords in reverse is saying you're gaining your sense of confidence back here instead of self-doubting your path forward. What else do we have? The Death card. Yeah. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on. But because there is some sort of little string attached here, and it's so interesting on this Death card. It reminds me of a loose tooth. I mean, if you see down to the nitty gritty on this rope, there is nothing holding that rope together besides the final wire, right, of this rope, because it's been cut and cut and cut and cut. And the Death card says sometimes we hang on, right? Sometimes we hang on to that loose tooth because we feel like it's going to be painful if we just pull it out, but really it's just one little tiny root, and it's going to feel way better instead of, sticking your tongue in that spot and trying to move it around, right? This is you being free from it, being free from a situation of the past, being free from self-doubt, being free from limiting beliefs or whatever holds you back. So I feel like that's what you're currently working on, collective. The Death card here is not resisting the change, not hanging on to what must die, right? In order to go through this growth, this transition, Scorpio energy, new life, endings, bringing in new beginnings. And that's what we're going to spend more time on. So let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to remember, right? Remember to, let's see, what do we need to remember at this time? What is the collective? Remember who you are, right? Kind of like the Lion King. Remember who you are, Simba. Intuition. This is that voice within. This is synchronicities. It's gut instincts, divination, awareness, meditation. It's all about your intuition. High priestess vibes, big time here. So remember to trust your intuition, because what blocks our intuition? This Eight of Swords This Eight of Swords does, but it's in reverse, which means that's good because you're starting to get out of that old story, that old paradigm, the old beliefs around maybe not having support, not being lovable, conditional love versus unconditional, of, separation, maybe from companionship, thinking that because you separated from an energy of the past that you're going to be alone or you're destined to be alone when that's not the truth, or destined to, not find that job or whatever it may be. Destiny is definitely at play here, but so is your free will, right? And you have the will to move forward. Your highest self or your future self is saying, here you are. This is what's in your future. 10 of Pentacles is most people's dreams. This is one of the most profound energies, even though it's a minor arcana. It's one of the most profound minor arcanas because it is about living life to its fullest here on the earthly plane. It's the Pentacle realm. It's finances, material gains and loss. It's prosperity. It's health. It's the body. It's our homes, it's our families, it's the lives that we've created. And I see with the gifts attached, you have this energy of privilege, of abundance, of prosperity. That's your birthright. That's what your future self wants you to know. And trust your intuition, because sometimes we tend to veer off in a direction that, I'm not saying it's not for you, because whatever path you're on, there's obviously growth, there's lessons, there's opportunities. But sometimes if we silence the intuition, it can keep us in this energy of resistance, right? Kind of like that loose tooth analogy. We keep flicking that tooth with your tongue and it gets annoying, right? We just want it to come out already because there's already the new tooth growing in its place and there's not room for two, right? Cut something off. There's something about letting the past go in order to tell yourself a new story. Spirit, can we please clarify the intuition? Intuition showing up here. We're getting the same message. Four of Cups in reverse is all about a new opportunity. Because there has been some frustration, some boredom. You may have been focusing on past energy. You may have been a little bit pessimistic or even impatient. And I was getting the patient showing up with the flexibility. So some of you are getting really impatient and you're saying, Melissa, when? I've been waiting around for a hell of a long time with this temperance, right? I've been waiting. I've been in this divine detour. I've been in this death energy for 10 years. How long does it have to last, right? But the Four of Cups showing up here, remember to focus on the new opportunities, not focusing on what you don't have. Okay, law of attraction, what you focus on grows. And you can see in this illustration, there's an Ace of Cups being offered here in the background. This young boy, remember we have 2 pages showing up. It's part of the conflict. So there is something here about a new opportunity being presented. But you can see that this guy is so focused on those 3 cups in front of him. They don't have anything to offer in those cups. It's almost as if he's trying to will those cups to fill up, right? No, that's not how it happens. I feel like something about cutting the losses or acceptance. This can be full acceptance, full surrender, and seeing that there is a new opportunity over here. If he would just stop focusing on, the past or pessimism or something he doesn't necessarily have right at this moment. And Spirit wants you to remember that there's always a new opportunity. There's always a new opportunity, collective. Trust your intuition. Let's take a look at what to let go of. What does the collective need to let go of at this time that's in their highest good? Indecisiveness. This can be moon energy. This can be shadows, right? In order to gain clarity, because right now there's truths. There's some sort of maybe hidden truth. This can be honest with oneself, letting go of problems, letting go of the shadows, because once you release something that I feel like you already know, the clarity is saying you already know. It may feel, because over here it looks a little bit darker, but you see that this path is crystal clear. So it's almost like you're riding the fence. So deep down, your intuition does know. That's why you have that card showing up here. So let go of not knowing where the future is going to lead you, but trusting that it's leading you to your 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so let go of the need to see everything as clearly as possible and just focus on trusting. That's why we watch tarot, right? That's why we go to psychics or healers, because we want to heal, of course. We want to feel inspired. But there's also this part of you, and some of you, this does stem from maybe perfectionism or fear of the unknown. Control. Yeah, control is a big thing. And because we have flexibility showing up here in what to spend less time on, controlling things, right? Controlling what the outcome looks like. And that is what Spirit is saying is control could be a little bit of a blockage here. Can you trust? Can you surrender? So I wouldn't surprise me to see the Hanged Man showing up, even the Emperor, because I am getting control being a big part of what we could let go of at this time. Or the Devil. I'll take the Devil too. Let's let go of any sort of toxicity, attachments that hold us back, which this can be control. It can be manipulation even. The Devil energy, Capricorn, can be addictions. It can be letting go of obsessions, of fears, false evidence appearing real. It can be letting go of codependent patterns. It can be letting go of materialism, letting go of what tempts you. It could be unhealthy foods. You see that the Devil's holding an ice cream cone. The Devil's holding a bag of money here, trying to tempt these two, lure them. And that can be your thoughts, right? That can be your mind. That can be other people as well. It can be toxicity in some way, shape, or form. And Spirit is saying, get clear on, a healthy pattern forward, and then trust your intuition that you're making the steps moving forward to bring to you what it is that you truly seek. All right, let's take a look at what you should give yourself credit for, what to recognize. Your skills as well, recognizing your skills, what to give yourself credit for that you may overlook at times, as we do. The shadow, how far you've come. You've come out of a place of maybe rock bottom for some of you, collective. This is the inner healing. Give yourself credit for the healing that you have done. Give yourself credit for how far you are on your soul's journey. This can be therapy. This can be the ego self. It can be addictions. Some of you, it's buried emotions. It's trauma. You may have survived some very traumatic experiences. Pat yourself on the back, right? Those aren't easy. They are challenging. They're difficult. You've come out of maybe some sort of, narcissism here with the Devil. This can be, again, I'm getting addictions for some of you, specifically with that temperance. This could be eating disorders. Okay, this could also be family secrets, family wounds. Some of you, you've overcome maybe smoking or drinking, or you've left the nest in some way, shape, or form and broke some sort of family trauma or generational trauma here. And we don't always recall, because you're stronger than you think you are. I'm getting here the words karmic relationship. So some of you, give yourself credit for overcoming some deep shadows and wounds within oneself. But I'm also getting self-forgiveness, because you may have been in an experience that brought out the worst of you, and you may have been really hard on yourself for how you've behaved or how you've reacted or acted, but recognize that that was part of your growth, and forgive, right? Forgive yourself or forgive others. Forgiveness is for our own self, right? It's not necessarily for the other person. But I feel like you don't always give yourself enough credit, because you may see the challenge or the dark side of the situation, when really Spirit is saying that's why we live in an earthly realm of polarity, right? Polarity. There's light, there's dark. And I feel like sometimes we just focus on maybe the dark as well, but recognize that there's a lot of light in this situation. Spirit, can we clarify here the shadow? We're giving ourselves credit for that shadow. Yeah, giving yourself credit for how far you've come. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. Queen of Pentacles is sitting in that Ten of Pentacles here. Okay, she is someone who is very resourceful, very abundant, very practical, down to earth. She could be a mother, a nurturer. She could be a gardener, someone who loves to be out in nature, someone who takes care of the children, female or male, it does not matter. But the Queen of Pentacles is, a hard worker. She is, could be a business owner. She could be someone who runs the household, runs the family. She may be making the dinners and doing everything. I mean, give yourself credit for all that you do, for those that you love, for your family, for your, your career. You do a lot. She really is the all-in-one. She's definitely that pre-empress energy of, many shifts in the outer world. But look at, you have the cats. I'm just looking at the illustration. There's lots of cats. So she's very abundant as well, plentiful. Like people want to be around her because she shines. And look at that. She has this big old pot of gold. So there is abundance around you. She has the grapes on the vine. She has the apples on the tree. So you've come a long way. I'm kind of getting the phrase like rags to riches for some of you, rags to riches. So you've definitely, that could be in the material sense, or it could just be soul's growth. Maybe you've come from such a deep background that you've transformed your life in ways that if people would have seen your background, they would have said, whoa, how did you do it? You probably could have written a book about it, collective. Now let's take a look at your final card here. What you have the potential to become. What you have the potential to become here. What do we have for the collective, please? Potential to become. I love that as your final outcome. This is milestones. This is you having the potential to become anything you want. Anything you want here. Remember that I have a dream speech? This is you making that a reality. This is victory, ceremony, reward. Some of you going back to school, getting some sort of certification. Some of you, this is reaching a level in a relationship or in, your career. This is major achievements in health and success. Some of you, it's promotion. Graduation, ceremony, victory. What you have the potential to become is whatever you are setting your mind to, whatever your goals are, there will be victory, Spirit is saying here. Yeah, Five of Wands in reverse. There will be collaboration, and there's your wish fulfillment. You can't make that up. Five of Wands in reverse is saying, even though things are showing up in the obstacle phase, right? You may be feeling, yes, that there's a little bit of conflict, because we do see the conflict card. We did see that Five of Swords. Five of Wands in reverse is about, working together. Yes, there's competitiveness or criticism or rivalry or lack of leadership. This can be different opinions. It can be debates. It can be, competitiveness, whatever it is here. It's actually going to come together in a way that maybe you don't see, but you must trust. Because again, your final outcome, milestones with the Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment in every emotional sense possible, collective. This is feeling content, feeling good with your life. It's emotional fulfillment, abundance, happiness, success, achievement, and completion. Nines are about completion. What you have the potential to become is emotionally content with your path moving forward. You can't get a better outcome than this. You will be victorious. You will have that, wish that you've been wanting for so long. But yes, there's a little bit of a path that, is guiding you. There's going to be some divine detours. There's going to be some highs and some lows. This could be over the course, again, of the next century, or the next 10. It could even be the next 10 months for some of you. Yes, it could be 10 weeks even. Whatever you are looking to manifest, you have the big ability here to feel content on all levels of spiritually, body, mind, and soul. That is what I have for you, collective. I hope you enjoyed your conversation today with your future self around kind of what's going on here, how to get there. You know, we're going to pull one last card from the soul's truth, and we're going to take a look at, you know, an additional message from your soul and an action step that you can take to back it up here to help you move forward on your path. Spirit, what do we have, please, for the collective? Okay, well, this kind of goes hand in hand with your outcome energy because it talks about wishes. It talks about milestones. If you had a magic wand and could have anything you desired in life, what would you choose, collective? It says, burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today is soul action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. There's your intuition. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that, right? Choose it. Open up to that imagination and then back it up with action, or, you know, with action, with manifestation, with that magician energy, which is all about action. So if you had a magic wand, start today, start right now, start in this moment. Because if you do, you're going to see that a lot of really beautiful things manifest in your world. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you like the messages today. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you again, collective, for being here today. Lots of love.